Hello everybody and welcome back. My name is Michael Montgomery and I'm the broker with Renzo Real Estate. And today we are talking about open houses. Let's jump right in. To start off, when you are doing an open house, it is an event. It is an opportunity for you to get leads and to prospect. It's also an opportunity to sell the house. We're going to talk about both. Always keep in your mind though, as you're moving forward with an open house, if you're not thinking of it like an event, you are probably not doing it right. A lot of times we put it up on the MLS, we throw a few signs down, we sit down and we hope that somebody's going to show up, see the sign, or maybe they saw it on MLS. Why not drive more traffic and make those 2 hours, if you're there for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, however you want to do it, really count. Always be thinking about it like an event. Now, let's also jump into how we can help sell it. You do want to make sure that it always shows well. Ask your sellers to tidy up. Make sure they're gone an hour before and an hour afterwards to allow you to come through and just have a clean sweep, and afterwards to have any continuing conversations with buyers that might be coming through. Make sure that it shows well. Have food, have drinks. That is going to cause these buyers to stay and chat. That is the tricky thing there. A lot of times people just think they're getting food to keep them happy. No, if I have a bottle of water and a muffin there or something like that, I'm going to stay around and I'm going to talk because I have food there. That is a great idea. Also, put some music in whatever room that you are having the food in. Maybe have some candles, have it smell nice. You really want that home to show very well because there are prospective buyers that are coming through. Some people don't think that it's the best strategy, but if you are a prospective buyer, you come through one of your open houses that is made like an event, and there are 10 groups in there at a time, you're going to say, wow, I got to move on this one if I want it. There's that much interest. Moving right along. Let's talk about driving traffic to your open house. Now, this has to be done. This has to be done. If you're not driving traffic to the open house, other than, of course, signs, those are obvious, and putting it in MLS, those two are obvious. Other ways that you can drive traffic to it. We all know about Facebook ads and how you can target demographics, you can target areas. Find out who your target buyer is. If you don't know who the target buyer is, or it's a varied group, hit the neighborhood where the home actually is. Run a Facebook ad for the week up until the open house. If your open house is on Saturday, you start it on the Sunday before. Don't have to put a lot of money towards it, as long as it's a narrow view, and have it come. Now, the Facebook ad will go best if the Facebook ad is a video. People are clicking on the video, ranks high right now with Facebook algorithms. Little video of you saying, hey, come to the open house, this, that, and the other thing. It's this big, it's at this street, looking forward to seeing you. Click the link below to find out more. Boom, they click on it, it goes to a landing page. If you're with Renzo Real Estate, we have landing pages for your listings. You can just ask us and we will provide you with that landing page. You can even put in the open house time and date and there's a little countdown. It's awesome. Otherwise, you can use something like lead pages, Unbounce. There's a few other ones out there. But it's bringing you to a landing page, which is one specific goal of a landing page. That's what it is. It can be a different goal, but it's brought to a landing page so people aren't clicking on sellers, buyers, info, anything like that. It is one page about the property, and what you're trying to get is their information. So what I'd recommend is on the landing page, ask if they want more information. If they want a sneak peek of the property, they can just fill out their information. There you go. You have a lead. Now, driving more traffic, inviting all the neighbors. I would say don't even do an open house if you're not going to invite the neighbors. It's amazing how many people will come through. The neighbors, they're interested in what's happening in their neighborhood. They want to know what their neighbor sells for. They want to know what their neighbor's home looks like. So invite all the neighbors. Print off just some small little postcards, not expensive, has the information, has your information. This is what you do. Knock, knock, knock. They come to the door. Hi, my name is Michael Montgomery with Renzo Real Estate. Just listed your neighbor's property down the street. We're having an open house tomorrow between 1 and 3. If you're available, we'd love to see you. Here's the information. That's it. That's it. Then you can turn around and leave. You will be surprised at how many people will show up because they are interested. Something you can do, and an app out there is called Spotio. If you have a good interaction with one of those people, make sure you write down their address. If you go and somebody says, oh, I'm really excited about that. That's cool. I saw it on MLS. There, you have a really nice vibe going. Or perhaps they say, we're thinking about selling. I'm really interested to see what that one goes for. You need to take notes. If that's somebody, then after the open house, perhaps they don't give you your information because people are protective of that, understandably so. But you do have their address. You just knocked on their door. If that was a good interaction, handwritten card the next day. Thank you so much for coming, or thank you so much for having a great conversation just at your door. Now you have somebody. You have an address, you have somebody that could potentially be interested. Nurture that relationship. We are in a relationship business. You can use technology to help facilitate that with an app like Spotio for door knocking, but make sure you have the addresses of the people that are potential leads or even people that you just want to follow up with. That was a great conversation. I'm going to send them a handwritten card the next day. If it's somebody that slams the door on your face, probably just give them an X because they're not as interested. During the open house. So now you've started the open house. It's between 1 and 3. You have all the lights on. It smells nice. You have some music going. You have your food out. You've invited all the neighbors. All the neighbors should be invited the day before. If it's on Saturday, invite the neighbors on the Friday or on the Thursday evening so that you can hit more of them. It started. Somebody shows up at the door. Okay, what do I do? What do I say? This is what I do, and I'd highly recommend it. A lot of times people are coming. They're going to be guarded. They do not want you to say, boom, business card, here you go. If you're looking for help, I'm your guy. That approach no longer works, in my opinion. So this is what I do. I simply have a feature sheet. I greet them at the door. Hi, thanks so much for coming. My name's Michael Montgomery with Renzo Real Estate. Here's a little bit more information about the property. We've been on the market for X number of days, or we're offered at X price. It's 3 bedrooms, 2 bath, whatever you'd like to say there. Here's the information. Please get comfortable, look around. We have some food upstairs. Let me know if you have any questions. Turn around, let them take their shoes off. Let them start looking around. Let them get comfortable in there. They do not want to be right off the start bombarded. Now, as that group is going through the home, let them do their thing. Let them start to feel comfortable. They could be potential buyers. Now, as they start to move through, and if they're starting to move on the way out, you can simply ask, hey, how's your search going? Very powerful question. How's your search going? Oh, we just started. Oh, we haven't even started. Oh, we've been looking forever. That is very useful. That is useful information. Oh, we just started? Great. What sites are you using out there? What resources are you using? And just start moving them along. You're probing. You're trying to figure out what it is they need, so how you can be of value. That's also not the point where they say, we just started. Business card, here you go. No, people are going to back off. What you want to do is ask them what they're using as far as resources go. So are they set up on auto searches? Are they using realtor.ca? What else are they using out there in order to find their homes? Or are they depending on driving around and seeing signs? That's a conversation starter. If it's a neighbor, you can ask them, oh, you're just down this street? Are you down that street? What brought you into the home today? How does your home look compared to this home? And always, always, always ask people, and especially the neighbors, what their feedback is. This is important, not only for you as a real estate agent in order to convey that information to your seller, it's also showing them that you care. And you should care. You should care what they think of the property. If they say, it's a gorgeous home, priced a little high, okay, that's something you can take back to the seller. And they understand. So they even if you don't know that person, they're now kind of involved in the process. It's amazing how powerful that truly is. That simple question. Pro tip here from Tom Ferry. Tom Ferry says you can get one of these big retractable banners, they down on the ground, you pull it up, it's just like this. Pull it right up to the top, that sort of thing. And what it says on there is curious about your home's value. And then he says have a little graph showing an increase. It doesn't have to be in exact numbers, but it's just showing an increase. And at the bottom, it simply says curious about your home's value, sign in below. And there's an iPad down there. It either goes to a landing page where you just put in your address, email address, and your home address, email address, send, done. Or you can use the app Open House or Open Home Pro, I believe it is. It's out there, it's on iPad and everything. You can actually formulate some questions so they can go through there. What did you think of the home? What's your address? And then from there, they can move on. Right there, then you have a lead. Now, open house is done. It went well. You had tons of people come through. Maybe you got a couple of leads. Maybe you didn't. How then can you progress after that? For sure, any of those homes where you knocked on the door and you had a good interaction, awesome. Send them a handwritten card. Maybe you had somebody that actually showed up. Sometimes people will show up and say, yeah, you knocked on my door. You won't know which home they are. You can ask them, oh, you're down the street. They might tell you their address. They might not. You don't want to pry too much. People want to maintain the privacy, and that is so understandable. But if they do, for sure, send them something. Also update your seller. Your seller's interested. They want to know what happened, how many people came through, what was the feedback. Make sure you update them. Maybe shoot them a quick video message. Hey, just finished up the open house. It went really well. We had 15 groups through. A couple showed some interest. We also had your neighbors by, and one of your neighbors has a friend that's looking in the area. It was a great experience. It went very well. Leave some food for your sellers. Everyone's happy. Clean all up, shut down the lights, and then always do your follow-ups. If you can do follow-ups the day of, if you get any leads, if there's anybody that signed in or anybody who showed interest, make sure that you follow up with them that day, same day. One other pro tip, make sure that you have other active listings, some MLS sheets or some recently sold comparables with you, because a neighbor might come in and say, that one down the street sold. What did that one go for? That one's been on. How long has that one been on? Or somebody else might come in and say, it's not really the right one for me, but I love this area. Well, how about this one? And instead of giving it away, say, I'll just shoot this to you as soon as we're done the open house. Grab their email address, shoot them the information, start the dialogue. So make sure that the open house is made as an event. You're always thinking of it as an event. How can you drive all of the traffic? Make sure that's digitally through Facebook or Instagram. Make sure that you're knocking on as many doors as you possibly can the night before and giving them a small postcard, inviting them to the open house. Make sure at the open house you have refreshments, food, everything you need. Make sure the home presents itself super, super well. Be enthusiastic, as you guys know, and be prepared for the questions that come up. Start the dialogue. Open houses can be amazing. You can get leads, and as a newer agent, you can bring leads in, and you can also increase your comfort level in having dialogues with buyers and sellers for that matter, because a lot of the neighbors could potentially be sellers too. Thanks so much for watching this. We'll see you next time.